Okay, cool. All right, so let's do this back test, guys. All right, so starting off on this day, I think I set us at 9:30. Yep, 9:30. Cool. So here we are on 9:30. What do we got here? Let's mark out that weekly open. I need this. Okay, boom. Alrighty. So what would you guys say the draw would be right now? What do you guys think? Bang, bang, bang. Do weekly open. Go ahead and put it in chat. Do you think we would go to a little bit higher? Looking at all these assets, you know, we have these lows. Pretty obvious, right? No. Okay, boom. Oh, that's gross. Man, I should have done this, sorry. I should have done all of this. What would you guys say the draw is? Lows, yeah, sell side, right? Pretty obvious. So if we want to get to lows, then we must, you know, hit something relevant, right? So this is bothering me. Okay. We must hit something relevant. So if you look at YM, are we hitting anything relevant? Well, right now, we do have this SMT right now, right? With these highs. And I mean, ideally this would hold, right? I want to see this hold if we want to go lower. So essentially, we're just forming high resistance on our way to a relevant level. This looks pretty good. Would y'all agree? This looks pretty good. So it's 9:30 right now. So what do we want to see at 9:30? Let me drop down for you guys. Let's also full screen this. Oh, that's way better, huh? Let's go 4 hour first. So does 4 hour support expansion? It depends. I mean, wick size, I mean, not really. It's quite large, right? But you guys will understand that within a driver like this. So if this is actually the reversal here, if we already have the reversal put in like prior to driver, and the driver's opening it down here, we could expand. We could actually see that. But we're gonna have to wait. So I do like this though. So this looks like consolidation to me, really, even with this SMT down here. There is an SMT here, yeah. But price could go from SMT to SMT. I would automatically view from right now. Well, first off, this week is already like a bearish expansion candle, yeah. So it already supports that bearish expansion candle or bearish expansion move. And we haven't really hit anything relevant, it looks like. Yep, we haven't really hit anything relevant. Looks like last week we had a TPD. Now, this is something that I haven't really taught you guys, but it's not really necessary. It's really not, I promise you. We can just say that, you know, we had this fair value gap and we had this PSP here. And then we know it's a true reversal because we expanded away from that, right? And we haven't hit anything relevant. Once price reverses after a cracking correlation, we must go somewhere in price. And that somewhere is always in the form of highs and lows, gaps, equilibrium of ranges, etc. So with this, I mean, even on the strongest asset, which would be YM, we have an inside bar, right? Even on the strongest asset, it's not like some expansion move away, you know, from this SMT, not really, right? It's just because previously we had this SMT, right? And it didn't really go anywhere, right? So I would view this still as a consolidation, and this is more of an intra-week retracement. So here's two things we're gonna wait for. We're going to wait either for 10 a.m. to close, or we want to see 9:30 this rip. So now 1 hour, we're not really within a swing point, as you see. It's candle 2, candle 3. I guess we're in candle 4, right? Drop lower, we're in within a candle 4 here. PSP on the 30-minute. So maybe we could see YM take this high again, potentially. This high right here. We do have, now what I like so far, on NQ, I do like this reaction, right? So after a true reversal, guys, within, you know, this SMT, we're deeming as a potential true reversal. Oh yeah, oh, this is good, guys. Sorry, I'm like everywhere, but like this is like actually good. Look at this, guys. What is this sequence? I haven't taught you guys this too much, but what is this sequence? Who can tell me? I haven't taught you guys this too much. Yes, SMT break, right? So within a triad, right, this is a sequence for reversal between a triad where the leading asset, right, fails to, it's going to create an SMT, right? And it fails to manipulate it, as you see, right? We don't get that reversal signature. We get the candle 2 here. We can't follow through. We can't displace away. So this would be deemed as consolidation. You see how price just stays inside of this candle's range with 2 bars? That's consolidation. So what does that mean for the other assets, especially the middle asset? It means it's likely to break that SMT, right, and trade into the same draw on liquidity. And when that happens, that is when we could potentially have a reversal, especially if this asset here, the weakest asset, is creating an SMT with a high. Especially in terms of premium discount, but this is not the case. But this is within continuation, so it's even higher probability because these are higher time frame reversal within some form of market maker model or whatever. So what this would be, guys, as well, if you guys know phase of price, a seek and destroy is essentially when you expand, you consolidate, and instead of doing this, the traditional, I need this. I need the drawing thing here. So instead of a traditional, expansion, consolidation, and manipulation first distribution, right? That's the easiest to trade. We actually manipulate the lows, right, within a bullish market to trade higher. So it's gonna look like a reversal, right? But how do you know if this is just going to be a retracement, right? Because markets can manipulate and expand back in range, is when we fail to manipulate the consolidation high. So what you're gonna have is price manipulate this side, kind of like double purge if you've ever heard of it, essentially. But you only know if this is a seek and destroy, which is a type of consolidation essentially, where the market's indecisive, it can't really decide where to go, right? In a continuation market, right? After it fails to manipulate the opposing side of the range. So we need 930 to do what right now? We need to expand away from this already existing SMT. We like I said, we could see this high get taken on YM. That is a possibility. 15 minute. We already have this right now. 15 minute. Could potentially trade a 1 minute model or something down to like some of these lows. I don't know. Oh, I need to put my time frames on here. 4 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute. That's probably fine. Okay. Alrighty. This could be good to go, but I don't like entering the 1 minute. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna wait a little bit. I'm gonna wait to see what YM does, but we could see this shit rip, honestly. Like the reverse is already in. By the way, if we want to be bearish, guys, how do we want the data form? If we're bearish, how do we want this data form? Yep, open high first, yep. So when we look at this daily candle, right, it does open high first, right? You see it? That's good. Right, so that's supporting our idea for a bearish reversal. Now we just need the driver to confirm it, really. And we're not going to trade YM in this candle. Who can tell me why we're not going to trade YM? Yeah, it doesn't support expansion, right? The wick is the largest, right? So that's how you can tell if it's the strongest asset. Obviously, it failed to reverse here as well. Another thing about this, guys, is like, I already mentioned it, but there's really no reason to go higher on YM, in my opinion. Like, this is another thing you guys are gonna notice about reversals. If there's no close proximity level beyond the SMT or something that's being created, it's much more likely to hold, because there's nothing in close proximity for price to go to. Like, what are these, like significant highs? No, right? Significant lows on the opposing side of the SMT. So I really like that, but yeah, okay. Anyways, let me stop yapping. So I'm not gonna enter here on the lower time frame. It's a little bit too low in the range. I want to see like a new SMT form maybe. Yes, we do have this 2 chase PSP here. It may leave without us. We do have it, but let's see what happens here. Okay, yeah, we are creating a new high here. That's what I was worried about, honestly. Okay, so now we're creating an SMT fill here. This is a little bit more valid in my opinion. Let's go to 1 minute. Yeah, I just want my stop to be on SMT. So we have SMT here. We could try this. We didn't get the close yet. Fuck. Damn it, dude. We've had to enter on like a damn gap or some shit, dude. Yeah, okay. We're gonna let that go. All right. And that's a trade that you can take, but maybe on ES, dude. Maybe I should have taken on ES. Potentially, yeah. Is that a fucking CST, bro? Technically not. And I want to keep it mechanical here, so we're gonna leave it at that. So this is when we can wait. It's fine. It's totally fine. So what we can wait for. So notice how NQ already took these lows. We're gonna wait for 10 o'clock here. Yeah, I'm not gonna chase price way down here. We're not doing that shit. Don't be a retard. All right, so this is some cooked PA right now, potentially. So let's go to the 1 hour here. All right, so we do get a PSP. Do we get a 4 hour? Okay, yeah. We do get a 4 hour 2-stage. So this is some interesting PA now. I don't like that V shape back in the range. I'm not gonna lie to you. Don't like that. But we did leave these lows, bro. We did leave these lows. The only way I'm gonna trade this, guys. So whenever a leading asset takes out lows, he said he takes lows. Mark out the same lows on the strongest asset. So weakest asset, strongest asset. Mark out those same lows, and notice how these lows are not in terms of, or this SMT that's being printed is not in terms of advanced premium discount sequence. Now, you guys don't know what that is, but I'll teach you that pretty soon. It's typically how you anticipate fake SMTs or whatnot. So while this asset over here, I do like this actually, potentially. Let me go to 30-minute. Okay. So I do like this gap here. This asset's in a gap. This asset's above the range high. But what I would be more interested to see, guys, is like some form of like strength switch here to really confirm this, for this asset to catch up. It's either like this SMT holds, guys, or we have to create a new SMT at this high, which is the 4 hour high, which would create a potential 2-stage 4 hour PSP. Is everyone am I going way too fast, guys? Am I good? Are we good here? Following. Is everyone following? Okay, sweet. Yes, exactly. Yep. So we have the SMT, we have the 4 hour, whatchamacallit here, C2, PSP, right? So we already have a 2-stage SMT, right? I just don't like this reaction back in the range. Like this needs to be some form of retracement back in the range, or it needs to take a new high, basically. We already have a SMT here for potential continuation. We have a 1 hour, technically, 2-stage SMT, which 10 a.m. is opening up within, but we need to see it reverse now. Like this SMT needs a hold, basically. So we're gonna play price slowly. Okay, so we're already getting something here. What is this, guys? What did I just say we needed to demand? Yeah, strength switch, right? We have a strength switch potentially already forming here. So this needs to hold. So you have options here, guys. You can either take you can basically trade this right now, or you wait for the candle close. That's it. Now, right now, you could enter this. Now, we'll go with low size here, just because this is going on a little long here. I don't know how to do this, man. I need to learn. Okay, let's learn this. I don't know how to do this. I think you have to remove this. Someone said you have to remove that. Number of contracts, we'll go like 2 or something. Place. No, I want to sell. Yeah. Sell. Oh, I think I did it, bro. How do I do a stop loss, though? All right, I want to enter right here, guys, by the way. Potentially. But I don't know how to do it. Is it going to do it or not? Hold on. You guys are tapping too fast. Do you place left orders? Place, yep. Then click the bottom on the right, very top. Oh yeah, did that, yep. Then click limit, place a con, then click order. Okay, I just did that, right? Okay, now we're in. All right, we're gonna put our stop loss here. Okay, we kind of risked too much, low-key. This is a 50K count, yeah? Okay, so that's like more than 1%, but whatever. We're gonna try to take these lows. So this is our first try at this, guys. If this loses, then we have to wait for a freaking we're gonna have to wait for a damn, what's it called? Closure, like a 15-minute close. So we're gonna see if this works. We want this S&P to hold though, so let's go to 15-minute. I think we're gonna be fine. Okay, we survived the close. That's literally what matters, honestly. So now you see the byproducts of the strength switch S&P creates a strength switch PSP. You see that? So now we have this. I don't really like this PA. I'm not gonna lie. Like, in terms of this asset being so high in premium, I really don't like it. But these fucking lows look too good, man. You need to reverse now, like now. All right, so here we're gonna move our stop loss here now. Because now, what do we have here? You have to treat this candle right here, this 10 o'clock candle. So the high of the 10 o'clock candle right now is formed from my divergence. This is very key to trading my model, by the way. It's not just a swing point. It's highs and lows of higher time frame candles formed from lower time frame swings, but those lower time frame swings created from some sort of SMT, right? So here you have this sort of sequence. And at this point, you see the strength switch PSP rate on the hourly. This is a bearish candle, but it takes the high. Should be the other way around, right? Because this asset was stronger, it's creating a bullish close, so you would think it would take the high, but it's not, right? So that's a strength switch here. So I think this is fine. So like I said, we can trim our stop loss here, guys, to pretty much around this candle's high, because this is protected, right? We know that this high is protected here. It's this high. It's not really this high. Technically this high, because that's what the SMT is on. That's a fair swing. And now we're kind of putting our stop loss at the new 15-minute candle high. We don't have to leave it. We don't have to leave it way up here. So a lot of you guys, I see a lot of you guys do that. You don't have to do that. Because if price comes up here, you're cooked. I promise you, like 9 times 10, you're already cooked. So you're just taking extra losses, or a bigger loss than you need to. So you can trim our stop loss. So if we lose this trade, we're not even losing a full, $700. We're actually $400 now. But anyways, let me stop yapping. Oh yeah, this is looking really good, guys. Like, very good. I actually think we can even go lower if we, with that kind of momentum, bro. We'll just take like, I'm only with 2 cons. We'll take one off like down here, I guess. If you can get there. Oh yeah, we're gonna get there, boys. That's a nice one. Yeah. Bet. Partial close. I know how to do this. Oh, I'll just do 75%. All right, so that's a really good trade, guys. We're gonna go break even now. Obviously, we could have went break even earlier. To be fair, just wasn't paying attention. But in Q here, dude, it's gonna run these lows. And even our higher time from low potentially, it's likely going to do so. So we can either. Where's the high time from lows over here? We'll just put it down here, but mainly we're probably gonna close our trade, guys, when NQ hits these lows. That's how you can manage this. If we want another opportunity, there's a fair value gap here after a true reversal. That's a very high probability. Okay, we hit the gap. Do we have a divergence with the gap? That's the first thing. When we hit a fair value gap, do we have SMT with the gap? No, we don't. Now you need a PSP or something. We don't have a PSP here. 30-minute, nah. So we don't have that. It's fine. It still rips. But what we're gonna do in this back test, guys, is we are going to only focus on, like regular GXT, right, fractal model. But we're gonna add like 2-stage SMT and then PSPs to it, because that's how I actually trade. So maybe we have an SMT with this high here, guys. So notice how like we hit the gap, guys. We hit the gap, yeah. We created an SMT, but we know that this SMT here is just a retracement. Like, don't fall for this shit. This is just retracement probably. If we're not going to, you have to assume that like this fair value gap kind of did its job, because it did expand away. It just created SMT, like expanded into external range liquidity. Now you're getting new phase of price, potential like 30-minute gap. Nah, no 30-minute gap. It's just this high or something. So we could see like a reversal off that high potentially. Otherwise, I wouldn't trade it. Okay, so this is creating SMT here. Now, like technically, yeah, you have this two-stage SMT technically here. Okay, this is important. Okay, the timing of this is pretty important. So with the 12 o'clock open, this is a little bit of quarterly theory. This is the last 6-hour candle within a day. So there is 4 6-hour candles within a daily candle. So this is like the last cycle. So you guys see me trade PM a lot. It's around the 12 o'clock open, right? It's a little bit of quarterly theory, but it's super simple. So if I show you hours, how do I add this shit? Oh yeah. Go ahead and add 92. I do use a little bit of this stuff. It's not nothing crazy, but oh, I just fucking deleted it. All right, here we are. So, yeah, we're about to get a new open here. So we're gonna wait for that. All right, so we get this new open. So what is this opening near? So you basically want to do the same thing. Like the way we want to frame a daily candle, we want a cracking correlation forming the high. Same thing with the quarter. We want the high to be framed from a cracking correlation, right? So look at this PSP here, guys. Look at this. So what would you guys assume this PSP to be? A reversal PSP or maybe used for a continuation PSP? Yeah, continuation, right? So why? Why a continuation? Yeah, lows, right? So we don't trade any opposing move away from like lower resistance like this or fair swings is deemed as what? Yeah, low probability. It's a retracement. Yeah, it's a retracement. So, and then what do we like? Basically, the way to trade or basically to cap off for retracement, what do we want to see to cap off for retracement? Yeah, SMT and what? Yeah, PDRA. So an SMT with a key level, basically, for a price to go from expansion retracements into expansion again, right? Because SMT is the trigger for what? Expansion, yeah. YM took those lows, so why would you not consider that SMT? Well, because look, what are we creating? It's these lows, right? We already failed to manipulate these lows, right? I don't know what you're referring to exactly, but you see these, like, these, what you might call it here? These fair swings, right? Even if there was an SMT here with this fair swing, I wouldn't care at all, right? And this has to do with a little bit of advanced premium discount. It's actually really simple, the concept itself. But anyways, I want to see this happen, guys. So I would like to see either ES or NQ trade into this high, creating a candle too, so a divergence like that. Or like YM does not do that. It just does this, right? That would create a candle two on this asset and no swing formation on this asset. We have to treat it as a swing formation. So that's what we're going to basically be waiting for potentially. Unless we have something on the 30-minute, we don't. 15-minute, technically do on the 15-minute, like technically. You just got to be careful on the 15-minute sometimes. I don't trust them always. Really low in the range, but all right. So we'll just mark it out. So we have a two-stage PSP on the 15-minute. I would kind of just rule this the 1 hour. See what it looks like in lower time frame. Doesn't look horrible. Okay, this is like basically the new open right here. So technically, like, if you wanted to take this, like, we could technically, like, mechanically, like, you could have taken that. The only thing that's tripping me out is ES right here, bro. ES is kind of tweaking me out. These equal highs, I feel like it's gonna break the SMT. But we're gonna have to see here. Anything? I mean, it's the same setup right there, but I don't know if I'm gonna take this, bro. Yeah, this is bullshitting. What do you get right here? This looks ass. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of trading 15-minute. Like, I don't know. If we're not really from a key level. Like, we're not in a key level right now. We're kind of in the middle of like fucking nowhere. Yeah, I'm gonna let this go, but this could send price lower. This little strength switch here. I'm not gonna trade it, bro. It could send price lower, but yeah, I did, but that's fine. So, okay, we just hit this low. Now, we could partial, but nah, I think we're just gonna go to this low today. I think we're just gonna go to this low down here, guys. I'm pretty sure. Now, I could trail, though. We're gonna trail at least, though, to like this high. We only have 25% of this position on. But yeah, it's probably just gonna get that low, yeah. Nice. Oh shit, it hit all of them. Cool. YM. Okay, they all hit this low. That's like the weekly objective. That's a really nice trade. So do you guys understand this trade? So, dude, it's, oh my god. Just look, what did we just talk about, guys? What did we just talk about with retracements, dude? Look here. Look on all these assets. What are they doing at the point of retracement? They're leaving a failure swing, right? So we would automatically assume what? Yeah, this would be a retracement, right? So what caps off? I think we already mentioned this like before we took this trade. But what caps off for a retracement is SMT, right? See this SMT here? With that, so that's why it's so important, this SMT to hold. And while I have a lot of conviction in it. So that's a really good trade there. Like really good first day. Damn, we only went through one day. How much recording are we at? I don't even know. But yeah, let's move on. That's really good. How do I hide this, by the way? I don't want to see this shit. I think it's actually like in here. Details. Oh, no, it's right here. Hide orders? No. Is it hide orders? Yeah, it is. Okay. Cool. Let's go to next day. Wait, let's see if there's news. I didn't even do that today. Calendar. What the helly? Is it gonna load? Hello? All right. I don't know. I guess I can't use news or something. I got shit internet. All right, whatever. We'll just skip to 9:30, whatever. We'll probably be able to tell if there's news. So we did create SMT there, but I would still think this is a draw potentially to get into. Yeah, I mean, overall, like, yeah, it's very obvious that all these lows want to go. So if we're going to continue away from this SMT here, then we need to continue from something within what? Yeah, exactly. Basically, yeah, a POI from the pre-stage range, right? So it would be this wick somewhere. Let's go to the 4 hour first. That's how I like to do it. Do we have a key level within the 4 hour? Yeah, we do. We have a fair value gap. That's really all I need to see, to be honest. We give a fair value gap. Honestly, kind of like a V shape here, but I don't like these low days. I don't like the current low day, I'll tell you that. Looks really bad. Is there even SMT there? No. Yeah, dude. I am not trading away from this. This looks like a target potentially, but we need to like, let's look at the 4 hour candle. Okay. We can't trade away from that right now. We can't trade to these lows right now because why? The wick size is quite large. We're not within a swing point. So basically the driver needs to get to these lows. There's two scenarios here. Like we either trade to all these highs, but the driver needs to like manipulate to go like this, or we put in some reversal from here, fail to manipulate these lows, and go down here. That's really it, pretty much. But we're likely going to have to wait for 9:30. So, okay. So clearly, we have a decoupled market, right? So what is a decoupled market? Is where assets expand in opposite directions. What are we waiting? Okay, I don't know if you guys know this. Probably not. Some of you guys may know this, but what is the trigger for markets to resync? Yeah, manipulation. Yeah, manipulation. Exactly. I've said it a couple times, but I don't have an official lecture. But good job, manipulation. Specifically with SMT, right? So let's look at this daily candle right now. All right, so obviously NQ wants to go like to these highs or some shit. The wick size supports it. We're expanding away from low of day like this. Okay, look what we notice here, guys. I didn't even see this right now. So we do have a SMT here, right, with this previous 4-hour low. Now, what are we likely to form here? Who can tell me if this takes the low? Damn it. Go ahead and type in the chat. Damn, my stomach is growling. Two-stage, yeah, potential two-stage via swing points if this takes the low on YM. So, and this is a little bit advanced too, but you can have SMT obviously between candlesticks highs and lows. When one asset closes a bullish expansion candle like this, and one asset is closing near its low to create the SMT with, you're going to get an advanced premium discount sequence via candlesticks. If I can find it. Where's the fib at? It's probably right here. No. Sorry. Dude, I can't find it. What the hell? Yeah, whose mentor is this? Like what? Oh, here it is. Okay. Ew! Yeah, we ain't messing with that. We're not messing with that, dude. I don't know what the hell that was. Alright. Anyways. So, let's just wait for the SMT. That's literally what needs to happen here. Bruh, you better take this fucking low. What do we see right here? Oh, I just skipped 30 minutes. I didn't mean to do that. Whoops, I meant to skip 1 minute. Alright. So obviously we know, I'm not touching this, by the way. We're not touching this. Why? We're demanding an SMT here. We're not touching this shit. What you see here, this little SMT, could be used for what? Yeah, retrace, yeah, exactly. So don't freak out about this little SMT here. We don't give a shit about it. All right, so we create SMT with this low, but it's like, is this gonna actually hold though? We kind of did skip before. We did see YM expand away a little bit, which is kind of what, guys? What would that be, potentially? NQ retraces back in the range. YM does what? Expands higher. Yeah, that's a form of strength switch, right? But it's not with the low that I would want to be manipulated. It's a 4-hour low being manipulated. So what's going to happen here, dude? We're going to have some form of candle close strength switch or something. Or just price showing me like a reversal signature or some shit. All right, so here it is potentially. Yeah, so look at the 30-minute close here. Bearish, bullish, right here. So if YM has this V, yeah, okay. Has this V-shaped signature, this is the only way you can trust this shit. And it's really not even like that high probable, in my opinion. What we're gonna wait for on NQ though is like a continuation signature. I still want to trade NQ, guys, so a lot of people are gonna kind of go wrong here. And they're gonna trade YM. But NQ is way stronger, obviously. So we're going off of the higher time frame SMT, right? Or the higher time frame strength here for the given day. It's obviously NQ here, or ES, either one. But typically you're gonna trade NQ. So we do create this little divergence here. We need this close right here to go higher. All right, we get it. So mechanically, this is the fractal model, right? GXT. This wick size is quite large, to be fair, but that's fine because YM is very small. We're probably just gonna TP like at this high or something. Yep. So this is the low of the candle is formed from what? SMT. The low of the 4-hour candle is formed from what? SMT. So I mean, this is good to go at this point, honestly. And I want to do something like that. Maybe like, I don't want to be too greedy, but probably that's fine. This is our max target, I think. Yeah, or that high. Either one of these highs, or this high, whatever. That's like max target. So like 6R. Now how do I do this? Place order, market. Let's go in like fuck. 2 contracts. How much risk is that? That's 3K risk. All right, just pretend we're in like minis right now, or micros or something. Okay, cool, we're in. So this is valid, right? Does everyone understand this is valid? Who's confused right now? The only reason we can trust these lows being traded away. So we have the 2-stage SMT, right? With fair swings, like in a bullish market or like a continuation market, whatever. We technically don't need to manipulate. We just require it. We need some type of manipulation. But you see these equal lows and shit being created. Clearly, like if these equal lows, guys, if these equal lows are gonna get traded into, like we want to like manipulate this high to get to the lows. The fact that we didn't is kind of how we can kind of trade away from it. And so when price comes back within the range, right, and can't really get to these lows, right? Because what are we doing right now? We're forming a swing point back within the range with an SMT that tells you this retracement is capped off. It is not going to get to here. Does that kind of make sense, everyone? So I mean, fuck. I mean, it could work against us here, but that's my logic going into it. I mean, that's why I can kind of trust this a little bit. It's the reversal signature over here. Like signatures and price are very important. You see these equal highs over here on YM, or ES. Look pretty good. So we're gonna try this here. All right. Okay, we get a nice close there. We're gonna take something off here. That's obviously beyond 2R. Let's take off like 50% or something. Okay, we form an SMT here. It's a little concerning, but could be a retracement. Do we have any type of divergence here? Nope. Okay, nope. Nope. Okay, so that's our first TP. Bets. Very good trade. Now we're probably gonna go break even at this point. And I doubt there's gonna be any opportunities again, but we'll check YM and see if it wants to do something. But 30-minute. Nah. Okay, that was a PSP. That was a PSP on YM, but didn't create an SMT with the lows, so it's technically not a PSP. It's a TPD. I don't trade TPDs. That's why I don't even teach you guys this shit. Okay, this is, yeah, you're already kind of seeing it potentially. So notice how this asset's retracing right now. And YM is creating these gap fill right here. That could hold to get to this high, potentially. Or you could get a 2-stage sequence out of it. Okay, it doesn't hold. Wait, do you get a 2-stage sequence out of it? No. No, you don't. Let's go by like 3-minute, 2-minute. This is taking forever. What time is it? 1300. I mean, we still have some time for show. Okay, yeah. I mean, ES is definitely gonna get to this high, I feel like. We just created SMT here, but I mean, that high is really good. Probably take off like 25% there. Yeah, we'll just leave the rest. Could probably trail it. Oh my god, bro. Why is it red? right, so basically while this asset fails to manipulate this high, ES will catch up to it, right? Or this high, sorry. And as you see, NQ already traded through this high to get this high while this asset catches up. Pretty nice to see there. So I'm hoping we just go up there. Could have been greedy. Okay, yeah, that was greedy maybe. And it's about the end of the day. It's kind of the end of the day right now. Is that the end of the day? All right, yeah, we basically have to close this if we're being realistic about it. So we have to close here. Whoa, did we just gap up? Let me not cheat. Oh, no, we didn't. Okay. All right, so that was a really good trade. I think that capped out, that was a Friday, so it makes sense. Like SMT can cap out the weekly range. It's kind of like a reversal candle almost. Yeah, just trading back from this range. The week was already quite large. As you see, this range is quite large, and we just traded back into the range. So anyone have questions on that day specifically? Little cooked PA, Loki. But we got a strength switch, PSP. That's what kind of confirmed it for us. Okay, cool. So, yo, what's up, Nico? Yeah, that was something you could have skipped, but that kind of goes off of a lot of what AM teaches about like failure to manipulate. Like a lot of those like foundational things are really good to understand. So now let's get into this. So this is where Monday can be like one-sided potentially. So look where we're opening the new week, guys. If we want to trade these lows, right, and Friday already retraced back within this range, right? It's like I want the high of the week to form early on the week. Basically, we're already in a well-positioned area to reverse from. So if we open the week there, that means the high of the week can form early on. So maybe Monday, Tuesday, something like that, right? We have a key level here. I don't like how it's so high in the range, to be honest, but we'll see. Maybe this high is looking pretty juicy to reverse from. We're just gonna have to see. So let's see if I can actually go news now. Can I actually do news or not? Shit is ridiculous. Okay, can't do news. Don't know if there's news. It's a Monday, so probably not. Okay, so this is expanding, so it's probably not going to be a bearish day. Definitely not going to be a bearish day. I mean, we could maybe close back within the range, but we'll see. So we just hit this gap. We just hit this high, and this is SMT breaking. This is that sequence, right? Because if you mark out that same high on NQ, we failed to manipulate it, obviously. But now this asset just trade into it. So it's like this is where you want to like a reversal day to form or something like that, potentially. But yeah, this is cooked, man. I probably just like won't trade this too much. Okay, so this is potentially, so notice how we had this SMT here. I think it was just retracement. Who can kind of tell me why? Just look at the close here. It's that closure, right? It more so gives off like a like gap respect and shit. But also, if we mark out that same SMT over here, notice how it's a little form of a strength switch technically, because here you have the asset that's weaker technically. Just creating SMT in general, showing weakness, but now it's showing strength. It's just realigning to the stronger asset. We know NQ is overall the strongest asset. That's something you're gonna see a lot. Now we did have equal lows here, which is not ideal, but we did trade away from that. Oh no, we don't. Oh, we had an SMT here. Okay, bet. Yeah, this is actually nice, man. So on days like this, right, this can be a little, lower resistance target as like a scalp, I'm not really expecting, like I said, like where's the daily gonna expand, maybe deeper in this fair value gap, but in terms of high and lows, this is unrealistic. We're not gonna get here. It's not happening. So when this is the case, I'm more so focused on like intraday draws. So highs and lows created within the same day is your draw liquidity. So that's kind of what we're getting. So if we're gonna continue this low day right here, we've already retraced back in the range. Let's go to the 4 hour real quick. The 4 hour supports expansion. We have SMT with the 4 hour low. Okay, cool. So What do we got? 15 minute? Nothing on the 15 minute. I mean, I'm probably not going to trade this though. Like, we're not going to get this trade because you can't position yourself. It's probably just going to rip there at 9:30, I would feel like. Yeah. I mean, you can't do anything about it. But maybe you could trade YM as a lagging asset or some shit. Wait. So how can we trade YM, guys? What do we need to see NQ do basically to trade YM to catch up? What do we need to see NQ do? Consolidate, yeah. Yeah, NQ doesn't manipulate, yeah, exactly. T trades coming through there. So, exactly. So we're just gonna have to wait probably for 10 a.m. or 9:45, something like that. And ideally, like, we form some form of cracking correlation here or something. So obviously NQ is ripping through the high, that's sick. All right, so technically here, you have a two-stage PSP on YM. Now, let's see the 1 minute here. Dude, if this takes this low, did it take the low? No. If it took the lower here, that would have been a strength switch. That would have been fire. All right, technically, like, this is valid to take. Technically, but the 1 hour candle does not really support it. So the way I like to trade a fractal, if I'm trading a fractal, guys, like 15 minute, 1 minute, like this, I want the hourly candle to support this reversal. See how it doesn't? So I'm probably gonna wait for 10. But I want this to turn into a reversal candle, basically. The low of the reversal candle is formed from this SMT. And basically, yeah, I want the gap, like this gap that we're seeing here. We have the cracking correlation, it's right there, right? So I would want to see this expand away, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna be conservative. Maybe that was a mistake. Yeah, that sucks. It just created a large wick on the hourly, so we missed it, but that's technically valid, right? That's fine. So, I mean, there's nothing for me to do here, honestly. This could be a skip day, potentially. Just going to have to see. Honestly, dude, I'd probably want to trade back in this range. Like, again, there's nothing to expand it to. You know, I want this day to maybe form a reversal, so we need a cracking correlation though. Like, if I can't mark out premium discount, but look how this range, we have no retracement, this whole range. So 10 a.m., right, we can form that reversal potentially. That's what I would ideally like to see, honestly, is a 10 a.m. reversal, but we need a cracking correlation. We can't form an SMT with a key level. There's nothing to the left to form an SMT with. So what do we need to form an SMT with, guys? To cap off this retracement? Who knows? Key level? Nope, just said there's no key level. Yeah, a previous candle's high, exactly. Or a PSP, right? Either one. We don't have SMT with the previous 4 high, so we're gonna have to go to like the hourly or something. So this is where we have to wait for, you know, like an hourly, you know, PSP or something, 30-minute PSP, something like that, right? So let's go by 2-minute candles here. Okay, nope, don't have it there. YM is starting to retrace. We have an SMT fill here, which means we're likely going to create a new high. As you see here, we're likely going to create a new high again. So with YM, like, again, this could be like one of those scalp trades. You could take this high. I do this all the time, by the way, like, because I have to trade. I have a lot of accounts, right, with prop firms and stuff. I basically trade like this, like these little scalps, to hit a trading day, like per prop firm, like copy trading. So we're just gonna try it. Why not? We have the 2-stage PSP. This is one of my favorite models, by the way. It's when you have an SMT fill and a PSP. Oh, that's technically not a PSP. What about the 15-minute? 15-minute, technically not. What about this? Dude, what is up with these indecision candles? It's an SMT fill regardless. As long as you get a reversal signature from it, we do. We get that V shape. If you get that close, no, I'm not trading that. Unless you would like have SMT. No, we can't do that. So that failed. So we're not gonna trade that. We're just gonna wait for the sell opportunity, to be honest. Likely. Okay, so we have SMT here right now, as you guys see. So what we're gonna wait for here, guys? Remember when I mentioned within the 4-hour candle, what we can wait for? Who remembers? It's a specific time. Okay, yeah, Freg said it. 12, exactly. So this is where we're kind of implementing a little Freud theory. You don't even have to think about it. Just think of 12 o'clock as a relevant time. It sounds weird, dude. It really does. But trust me, a lot of my trades this week were from that. Yeah, again, so we don't have a PSP again. It looks like we didn't reverse from this SMT, but we reversed from this SMT. Let's go to 15-minute. Is there something there? Nah, not really, dude. It's just an SMT. It's fine. So this next close, look at NQ right now, by the way. NQ could create it. All right, there it is. Boom, PSP. Now this basically has to form the high day. It absolutely does. As you can see, NQ is actually the weakest right now. Did that just hit the gap or something? Okay, this asset just hit the gap. That's a form of SMT break right there. This asset just hit the gap. It's exactly when you want to see reversal. Literally right here. And I would love to see a 2-stage SMT right here. PSP, I mean. We have the PSP. Notice how this asset is kind of opening near it. Ideally, we should hit it right off the rip. It's kind of expanding away right now. That's not ideal. So if this asset like closes through here, then we can kind of trust it to. It needs to be like a V shape. So it's right now it's forming a V shape potentially. If we have a really strong close, it's probably not going to take the high, and we could just trade away from it. But we need that strong close, something. Oh, okay. Here's a strength switch. Boom, right there. What are we gonna trade here? I'm probably just gonna trade YM. I think I'd realign to the weaker asset again. Yeah, 15. Was that a 15-minute? Yeah. Okay, cool. We have SMT there. Okay, cool. So yeah, we're gonna market execute here on YM. We're gonna get this shot. It's kind of lower probability because it's literally reversing the whole day. But I think this is where I don't know. I want to see a potential. It's basically because, dude, the daily is expanded like hella. Right? It's hella expanded. We can't expand forever, so it's like we got to retrace at some point. And we just hit this gap here. SMT breaks them. Yeah, this is fine. I think it's fine. I really do. So 3-minute. How do I do this? Here, sell. Boom. Boom. Bet. Put a stop loss at this breaker. It's fine. TP. Since we're kind of fading the whole daily candle, this is typically where I'm a little conservative, guys. You know, around 2R. This is our max TP probably. That's like 5R right there or something. That's our max TP. But around 2R, we're going to partial. So around there, yeah, that's absolutely fine. Unless we get some crazy momentum or something. Okay, we're retesting. So again, this is where you want to see an opposing candle being created. Okay, do you get that? This is actually where you can add. Fuck it, we're going to do it. We're going to add onto this. So this is where you can mitigate your risk here. So now you have no risk. You can't lose money here. And what you do is you add on to a contract here, right? So we can add on 1. Right? So now you're basically in with like double the risk, and you're actually risking like basically 1%, basically, like, to put it simply. You're not really risking too much. This is something I love to do. So we just hit that 2R mark. So we're gonna close what, 50%? I don't know. Around like 50% something. Oh, this is looking good. This is very volatile. This is that PM shit, dude. Like PM sometimes is kind of crazy. But yeah, we'll probably, since we actually added, like we could hold to potentially like, there's just no way, bro. There's no way it gets these lows. Right? There's no freaking way. We'll just TP there, man. Let me shut up. All right, we'll TP there. We'll see what happens. But dude, there's no freaking way. Let's go by like 5 minutes. Wow, we're gonna get there. That's crazy, dude. Wow. Holy shit, dude. No way, bro. I should have held, huh? What the fuck? That's insane. What is this wick? Wow. That's beautiful. Okay, so with our scenario though, like this could form the high of the week. Like I said, we're opening within in this range. So it's like I want the high of the week to form you know, what do you call it? Early on, ideally, depending on how we close here, which would have to form, if we're gonna do Monday, we're gonna have to form a large wick. So that could have made sense, like logically, if you're anticipating a reversal candle here, but that's a little bit too much to anticipate. I'm not gonna be greedy, but it's fine. We'll go to the next day. That was a really nice trade though. Does anyone understand the logic though of capping off the range? Doesn't that make sense? Daily is already huge. We can't expand forever. We're gonna time the reversal with 12 o'clock, right? And a PSP, basically, with this SMT break right here. Does it make sense, everyone? Notice how we're just freaking waiting for PSPs, literally. Like, that's mainly what we're doing, with logic though. So, now here, so this does form a PSP. This is great. This is daily close formed a PSP, guys. This is very good. This is literally, what are we doing fractally right now, by the way? What are we forming here? It's a weekly candle high. We want to form a high of the week, potentially. With what? A lower time frame swing. That's just GXT, right? But it's also a crack and correlation, basically. So the same thing we do, you know, 4 hour, 1 hour, same shit. Literally same shit. Here though, we could like form an SMT here, potentially. Let's go to 4 hour. We're honestly kind of consolidating right now. Ooh, I do like that V shape though. I do like this V shape that we see on all assets. On YM it looks really good. I don't think YM takes the high. I definitely don't think that. Oh, I like this high here. Ooh, what could this be, guys? Look at Inky right now. What is this? Yeah, SMT break, right? SMT break. So InQ just hit this high at 9:30, basically right before 9:30. So, yo, these lows look fire. Oh no, this would be crazy. This does look like a retracement signature, especially on NQ or YM. So what is a retracement signature, guys? What's a retracement signature? Price leaving what? Failure swings, yeah. Failure swings or consolidation. So like an MXM basically. What is an MXM? Like, you know, they always say like price can't reverse from consolidation. Well, it can within a higher time from retracement, because price can leave a consolidation, and that's just the original consolidation basically, right? Within a higher time from retracement. So this is what we want to see. But we need to see basically 9:30 reverse. And does the wick size support it? Yeah, I would say so on NQ. Yeah, it's not that large. We don't have a swing point, technically. Yeah, we don't have a swing point, so literally, like, we're gonna have to trade a candle 2, maybe. Let's go by the 1 minute. Okay, so.
Hey, yo.
Yo, what's up? This could be creating the candle 2. Like, it needs to reverse now, though. Like, now. So, like, that needs to be a high, basically. If you're feeling it, dude, you could sell that. Like, if you're really feeling it. I think the framework is really nice. Like, daily PSP, SMT break, blah, blah. Like, you could sell that, but we'll play it more conservative. We'll play by the rules here. Yeah, that's a really nice sell. This is something I would probably take in real life. Let's wait for a candle close, though. Is this going to rip without us? Probably, dude. I think YM could form a PSP here. I don't sell the 1 minute down here, guys. I personally don't. It could rip. Yeah, that's why. We're already starting to see it. What are we seeing YM do, guys? Oh my god, this is so fucking clean. What are we seeing YM do right now, guys?
Strat on patch. Yeah, he's. Hello.
Yo.
Yeah.
No one's
are you
answering.
back? you take a trade?
No. I'm asking a question to the chat. What are we seeing YM do right now?
You lagged for like 25 minutes.
What?
That whole time, no one was talking because we couldn't hear you. You were gone. Like all of the
25 minutes?
It was not exactly 25 minutes, but like the last 3 minutes you've been gone.
What?
Yeah,
No
that's what I was explaining. I was
way.
like, we're gonna have to look for some sort of reversal at 9:30.
Y'all, bro, I just explained that whole
Now we
thing.
can see.
Well, I have it, I guess on my recording you guys can hear it. So, dude, that's hilarious. That's annoying.
I'll leave now.
What the fuck? Anyways, y'all hear me about like me wanting to see a reversal like early week or no?
Basically everything until the open. So if you just go from the
The opening of the day?
no, not the open of the day. The open, like you're looking for a reversal at 9:30 to trade lower.
Oh, that's not that bad.
So just repeat that.
Yeah, so SMT break here, right? So we have the V-shaped signature. So within the candle 2 that we're seeing on YM, we have the V-shape, right? That confirms the reversal likely. And what kind of key level do we have within the previous day? Is this swing high? Right? We have the SMT break basically, but we just hit it before 9:30. So we want to see 9:30 reverse, right? To pair reversal with 9:30. So that's what we're seeing. What else? I did say you could have taken this if you're ballsy, if you're feeling it. There's 1 minute CST, but I didn't take it. What else? The 4-hour wick does support expansion, I would say. What else? Oh yeah, so what I'm saying right now is NQ took these lows. YM is way in the range. What are we seeing right now in the lower time frame, guys? Dude, screen is frozen. What?
It's good now. It's good now.
What is going on?
You have doggo Wi-Fi.
I don't know, man. This is like the best Wi-Fi, apparently. All right. So do I have to repeat that again? Or no?
We
Spend
heard
all his
you.
money
You
in
just
one.
can't see the screen.
No, don't repeat it. All right. So yeah, just what do you guys see right now? So YM took these lows, or NQ took these lows. What do you see between? So notice where YM is in the range, right? It's way high in the range. This asset traded below these lows, but what are we seeing between NQ and YM right now, guys? Yeah, strength switch. Exactly. So this can confirm a potential reversal on YM now. So we can actually trade this on basically YM. You can trade this first CST that you see right here. That's actually perfect timing. Or you can just sell this gap right, on NQ if you wanted to. But we're just going to sell this.
Sell the house.
Yep.
Put all your money down.
So we're not going to be greedy for a...
I hate selling that on NQ though because it already took out the lows.
What the hell? Nah, but that's a retracement for sure. It's got to be a retracement. All these lows. I think the strength switch just confirms it. We're good. What is going on here, dude? Sell. Oh, it's this. It's that, right? No, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, man.
Bro's Wi-Fi is so bad, even trade sell
You
listeners.
can't be... Dude, what? Oh, did I not do this? I don't think I put that on. Oh, that's why I didn't put that on. I'm retarded, so. Alright, boom. We are in, and this is our target down here. I like this trade a lot, like a lot. So we're basically entering within, we're kind of anticipating a C2 closure. It's a little advanced in a way. Yeah, this kind of supports reversal, but this 9 o'clock candle does not, right? But I think it could maybe form like a candle 2 closure or PSP. But I think this should form the reversal, like already, hopefully. So we'll see if we
Why
can...
aren't you waiting for the 950 macro, sir?
It's crazy. Let's actually look at that close. Okay, it's coming back. Are we cooked? Oh no. Oh no way, dude. Oh shit. No, dude. Oh, that was scary, dude. No, we got lucky. What the fuck? There's no wick there.
That's why you wait for the 950 macro.
Yeah, literally.
No, the 950 macro would have cooked you, bro. You gotta wait for the new
Oh my
open.
god.
Leo, look at the edge on the team.
Oh, dude, don't do it to me right now. There's no way, right? All right, we're good. We're good. We're good.
Oh my god.
Could we have traded that? No. So we could have traded this.
Yeah, look at NQ. Look at NQ real quick. I just want to see. Go to 5 or 3.
3. Right here.
Yeah, you could trade that.
Yeah, you guys could have re-entered or something. If you didn't enter on the first CST here, second CST, you're pretty much like right here.
Okay, ES reversal structure is way clean there. If you look at ES, like I know, like it's like way more clean. It looks like RTY 15 minute on Friday or Thursday or whatever.
Yeah.
Guys, I have a confession to make.
Sup?
E-Trades and Garrett pretend to be mentors, but they sold my 14-year-old brother weed and locked him in my attic.
Yo. Yo.
Garrett,
True.
you said it was crack, bro, not weed.
All right, guys. So do you guys see the same thing we just did on the weekly and daily? So weekly high of the week, daily PSP, 4 hour high, right? Or daily high. So daily candle high, 4 hour PSP, 4 hour high is opening up within a 1 hour PSP. See that? So it's really I don't even be doing shit that's like too crazy, honestly. Just wait for it.
It's not
But
that
anyways,
deep.
it's
Like
actually-
it's literally just
Yeah.
V-shaped reversal, failure swings.
Yeah.
Trade the new 4 hour candle.
Like this is very
Like
this is actually textbook, dude. Like holy shit.
that's very clean. Like
Yeah,
NQ is like
super clean.
very clean.
Like even with the SMT break
And
and
that's
everything.
show the hourly ideal formation.
Yep, right here.
Yeah.
Candle 2 closure, bang. Dude, if you really wanted to, if
You
you're
just
like a
mark this all
positional
up. Is it
trader,
even open?
if you're like a positional trader or something, you want to target these lows for the week, dude, just trade this right here.
You can even do that intraday, bro. You get 2 hours of
Yeah,
that.
yeah, you could do that too. Like target EQ the range intraday or something. Yeah, many ways to trade. But yeah, that's probably gonna. What are we at here?
Banger setup, bro. That was a banger
That was
setup.
really good. So we're probably gonna end it on that banger, guys.
Like when you see the V-shaped reversal and then consolidation, you know it's just sweeping
Yeah.
and short. Like
Overnight.
guys, if you can remember one thing, it's literally V-shaped reversal in candle 2,
Yeah.
consolidation. Just wait for the high to get swept out. Like that happens all the time.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. That's how you guys can filter out candle 2s. So you see this candle 2 or whatnot, or even like a PSP, for example. And you go on the aligned time frame, just use the fractal model, aligned time frame, and you see this V-shaped signature. That is what confirms the higher time frame reversal, basically. Closure.
Yeah. It doesn't look that clean on the hourly, but the 30-minute should have a CISD there because of that wick.
Yeah, and we can do the same shit here. Like, look within this PSP. We did it literally this trade. Dude, we're literally catching the highs of every. We got the high here. That's good. And what do you see? Literally a PSP there. Isn't that crazy? Now, if you go into this PSP here, what do we see, guys? What did I like to see here? The V shape, right? So if you guys literally just require a V-shaped signature after a crack and correlation or after a swing point, dude, you're good. Like just trade the V-shape. Just clear a V-shape, right? Yeah. Or you can
Like
just
just
trade.
understand the phase of the price.
Yeah. Trade that or the propulsion block off it.
That's what you traded.
Yeah, that's exactly what I traded. But yeah, guys. Yeah. So
Explain further on what, Eric?
wait, what?
When you enter off a CSD V shape, when you guys require retracement, it doesn't really matter. Like
CSD.
like if you're gonna enter the reversal, you need that V shape, and the only time I would enter that is like when I'm not really anticipating it to retrace. So it'd be like if it forms a protected swing right prior to the open of a new higher time frame candle, it's like I'm just entering. Versus if it's like forming a candle 2 closure reversal and retracing into the open of a new candle, then I'm gonna wait for that continuation. Like it's.
So Kitty, yeah, you're right. You could have traded anything, Kitty, here. Honestly, like if I go back, it just doesn't really matter. So if price, when all assets reverse, basically, shown by the strength switch, I just know that YM is guaranteed, not guaranteed, but it's going to take out all these lows because NQ already did. So when the strength switch happens, that's telling you that YM will also go there, essentially. But yeah, you could absolutely traded NQ here, right? NQ is probably the right option because intraday is a lot weaker. So I probably made a mistake there, but it's just that
It's just
I
the
could have
posting
market
book,
executed. Like it's basically when this CST forms, guys. Like I already mentioned it. I said you could market execute while this asset's in a gap, or just wait for a CST.
CST.
It's just the like you could get missed or something let's say like this happened or something, so we retest this and then price just rips lower without, like, that's your CST, or like, sorry, like this your CST. Like, you want to get an option to be in, but I could just enter here, first option, or you can enter the gap with your stop loss there, whatever, right?
Or like there, explain why you use that single candle as a CISD, because it swept the swing.
Yeah, exactly.
I gotta think a lot of people
this is
miss
irrelevant.
that.
So like basically you have to view it like this: expansion, retracement, expansion, it's the high, reversal. Like this is the reversal, not this, basically, right? So this is like the lower time for reversal. If I go like 1 minute or some shit. Like,
And it's because
bam.
it's forming a swing high there. If it didn't form a
Yeah.
swing high, then you'd use the full series of candles.
Yeah, okay, swing high, yeah.
Swing high and then swing low, and then yeah.
But yeah, I mean I think we're at like an hour or something, so probably going to wrap it
Al
up.
Capone, he was using the daily bearish candle on YM to frame it.